Bedtime Stories 24. Flutter and the Fairies, the Magic of Kindness. In a glowing forest where stars whisper secrets and flowers hum lullabies, lived a little butterfly named Flutter. Flutter had the gentlest wings of shimmering colours and a heart full of curiosity and love. She was a very special butterfly. She could change her looks because she was so kind and sweet. Every evening as the moon began to rise, Flutter would flutter through the trees, greeting each flower with a soft hello. One night, a soft glow lit up the mossy forest path. Tiny sparkles drifted through the air. Fairies, Flutter whispered in awe. Out of the moonlight came 5 fairies: Charity, Grace, Patience, Prudence, and Faith, each with shimmering wings and twinkling eyes. They were special too. They also could change their looks. "Welcome, Flutter," said Faith, spinning a ring of stardust. "We've heard your kindness carries on the wind." Flutter blushed. "I only try to be gentle and help wherever I can." "That's why we need you," said Grace, fluttering down to a weeping daisy. "Some flowers have stopped blooming." Flutter flew closer. The daisy drooped, its petals heavy with sadness. "What's wrong, little bloom?" Flutter asked. The daisy whispered, "No one sees me. I'm just plain." Flutter smiled gently. "You are lovely, even when you feel unseen. Your roots are deep, and your heart is strong." With those kind words, the daisy perked up, petals glowing softly in the moonlight. The fairies gasped, "Flutter, your kindness is magic." "Kindness has always been magic," Charity chimed in, spinning in a sparkle of fairy dust. "It's the most powerful magic of all." Flutter's wings fluttered with excitement. "Can we help more flowers feel special?" Patience nodded, her silvery hair catching the moonlight. "That's why we're here. Will you join us on our mission?" Without hesitation, Flutter agreed. Of course. Every flower deserves to feel beautiful. And so, their magical journey began. Flutter and the fairies danced from flower to flower, spreading joy and kindness. They found a shy violet hiding beneath a fern. "Why do you hide?" Flutter asked gently. The violet sighed. "I'm too small. No one notices me." Flutter leaned in close. "But your purple is the most vibrant I've ever seen. You bring color to the shadows." The violet straightened its stem, beaming with newfound confidence. Next, they encountered a grumpy old oak tree. "Why bother with kind words?" it grumbled. "They change nothing." Flutter landed on a gnarled branch. "Kind words changed me. They can change the world, one heart at a time." The oak's leaves rustled thoughtfully. "Perhaps you're right, little one." As they continued their journey, Flutter and the fairies met many more plants and creatures, each with their own worries and doubts. To a wilting rose, Flutter whispered, "Your thorns protect you, but your petals show your true beauty." The rose stood taller, its red petals unfurling with pride. To a nervous rabbit, Flutter said, "Your quick hops bring life to the forest floor. You're an important part of our world." The rabbit's whiskers twitched with happiness, and it bounded away with new confidence. Even the tiniest moss on a stone received Flutter's attention. "You cushion the forest with your softness. You're a comfort to all." The moss seemed to glow a brighter green in response. As the night wore on, the forest began to change. Flowers that had been closed tight now opened to the moonlight. Trees that had been silent now whispered gentle words to their neighbors. The fairies watched in amazement as Flutter's kindness spread like ripples in a pond, touching every corner of the forest. "Flutter," Prudence said, her voice filled with wonder. "You've awakened the magic of kindness in the entire forest." Flutter looked around, seeing the forest with new eyes. Every plant and creature seemed to glow with an inner light. "I didn't do it alone," Flutter said humbly. "We all have the power to be kind." Sometimes we just need a reminder. As the first light of dawn began to peek through the trees, the fairies knew it was time to leave. "Thank you, Flutter," Butterfly Fairy Faith said, giving the butterfly a tiny hug. "You've shown us the true power of gentleness and love." Flutter watched as the fairies disappeared in a shower of sparkling dust, their laughter echoing through the trees. But the magic didn't leave with them. The forest remained alive with kindness, each creature and plant passing on gentle words and caring actions. And Flutter? Well, Flutter continued to flutter through the forest each evening, greeting old friends and making new ones. For Flutter knew that kindness was a never-ending journey, one small act of love at a time. As the sun rose fully, painting the sky in pinks and golds, Flutter settled on a soft flower petal for a well-deserved rest. The little butterfly's dreams were filled with the joy of the night's adventures and the warmth of new friendships. And so, dear children, as you drift off to sleep, remember Flutter's lesson. Your kindness is magic, capable of changing the world around you. Every gentle word, every caring action, no matter how small, can make a big difference. Words and acts of kindness, that is the lesson we all need to learn towards each other. Like Flutter, you too can spread joy and love wherever you go, one kind deed at a time. So close your eyes and imagine your own magical forest, filled with creatures and plants, all sharing kindness and love. And who knows, maybe you'll dream of fairies and friendly butterflies, all working together to make the world a little bit brighter. Sweet dreams, little ones. May your hearts always be as gentle and loving as Flutter's shimmering violet wings. And remember, in the morning when you wake, you have the power to start your day with kindness, just like Flutter did. Your smile, your gentle words, your caring actions, they're all part of the magic that makes our world beautiful. So go forth tomorrow and every day after, with Flutter's spirit in your heart. Be kind, be gentle, and watch how your own magic changes the world around you. Good night, sleep tight, and may your dreams be filled with the sparkle of fairy dust and the soft flutter of butterfly wings. If you enjoyed this bedtime story, please subscribe to my channel, Bedtime Stories for Any Age. Good night and sweet, pleasant dreams.